Hello, welcome to this weather update. It is around 9:30, September 3rd, 2018, Labor Day, and we're going to take a look at the heat advisory that is across our area today. So let's get started. We've got some heat that we've been dealing with here. We have the heat advisory in effect for our entire area, and that will be for for the entire area pretty much, and it's going to be in effect until 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Heat index values upper 90s. I have a feeling in some areas the heat index could get close to 100. So I have a feeling that will, especially when we look at some of the forecasts in some of those places, and you know what places are going to wind up getting close to 100 degrees. But before I get there, let's take a look and see what we dealt with today. Now, today was humid, but not as bad as it's going to be the next couple of days. At Farmingdale, right now 78 degrees, but Farmingdale hit 85 degrees today. So that's not too bad. 85 degrees, mid-80s across Long Island. Did have a sea breeze in effect, so it did definitely keep things a little more comfortable. Islip, let's look at Islip. Islip 77, you can see the dew points up there at 75, and Islip hit 84 degrees. And we'll go and we'll look further east. We'll take a look at West Hampton. And 76 degrees over there, and what was the high in West Hampton? 82 degrees. So not too bad, but now we head west. We're going to check Central Park, and we're going to check the notoriously hot spot, of course, since you know what it is. So much warmer in the city, 84 with that urban heat island. Let's see what Central Park hit today. It hit 90 in Central Park. So once you were over the city, it was hotter. Part of the reason I don't want to live in the city. People have brought that up. It's hotter there than it is here. You know, I'm struggling already. I can't imagine living somewhere hotter. And, of course, the highest place around Toms River. So, dew point 75, which means it feels like, well, let's get to what it hit today, the actual air temperature. 93 degrees in Toms River. That's some of the heat we're going to be dealing with today. But 93 in Toms River, while it was 85 in Farmingdale. Where would you rather be? You know, I mean, Toms River is just unbelievably hot once again. Hottest spot around, you know, of the whole area. It's just the hottest spot. We'll look at the radar. There were a couple of thunderstorms that popped up, just isolated, mainly inland. But what we're really going to look at is what's going to be happening the next couple of days. So in order for that, we've got to head over to Tropical Tidbits and look at the models. So let's go ahead and look at the models. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, we have Gordon. All right, we're going to have to watch out for that, but I want to just keep an eye on our weather right now. I don't think Gordon should be in too intense. So we're going to look at the 18Z GFS run. You see the ridge right there, and we got, it's interesting, actually, we've got a ridge building to the north. And when you have a ridge building off to the north like this, it usually means it's going to try to bring a backdoor cold front through. So that's what I'm thinking might wind up happening. So we go into Wednesday, you see the setup here, we have that ridge in place. And we have this high pressure, beautiful big high pressure that unfortunately will not come down. It would be nice if it would come straight down and bring us some beautiful weather. There's probably going to be beautiful weather up in Maine, probably upstate, Canada, Toronto, that whole area. Generally this whole area, but we're going to be closer to this frontal boundary, which is going to be stalled out, so we're playing with stall front syndrome on the weekend. And then we have a low pressure system that's going to be approaching, and this may wind up bringing cold front through. Now let's see, where is Gordon on this? I don't even see Gordon on here. The Gordon is, yeah, there it is. It's going to be very weak. I don't think it's going to be that strong of a system. Probably stay a tropical storm or a minimal hurricane maybe, but I don't think it's going to be that strong. But anyway, let's get on to past the weekend into the following week. And there you see Florence staying out to sea, so that's a good thing. And the other good thing we have is that we have a high pressure system that's going to try to build in and bring us some nice weather, perhaps. So that'll be two things we might have to look forward to next week. You know, hopefully maybe we can actually get some nice weather in here and get rid of this humidity. All right, and the humidity, that's what we're going to look at next. All right, I know we went over this yesterday, but we're going to go over it again. because I think it's a very good illustration as to where the tropical areas. All right, so we head into tomorrow, Tuesday. You can see the humidity is all the way up here. Look at that, all that humidity. Again, the East Coast, see that ridge. But you also see what looks like a backdoor front trying to set up over New England. Will we get into that? That is the question on Wednesday. It's trying to bring it in, but I don't know if it's going to make it down here. But if you were in Boston or Cape Cod, definitely would probably see some relief on Wednesday, I bet. And then we head into Thursday and Friday. See that backdoor front finally approaching and bringing us some relief from the high dew points on Saturday. And that's good. It'll bring us some relief. Actually, it's going to bring us relief on Sunday, too, before the humidity comes back for a little while Monday. But it looks like it's suppressing the humidity a little more, which I like to see. That's something we're supposed to see. But the ridge is definitely going to fight back. It's not going to go quietly, that ridge. That ridge is not going to go quietly, unfortunately. But it looks like it's trying to push it back. So hopefully it will push it back. And that's really what we need right now, is some relief from these very high dew points, which is really ridiculous if you ask me. All right, let's go into the local region here. And we will look here at the GFS dew point again, a little closer up into our area. So again, we go into Tuesday. You see that backdoor front trying to set up there and bring some relief perhaps for New England. You could definitely have some relief right here, but it just doesn't look like it's going to make it to Long Island. So frustrating. Coastal New England will get some relief, though. It looks like Boston, the Cape, maybe Nantucket will get some relief before and the humidity comes back, and then we get that dry air coming in, trying to come in, and an east wind. So we'll see what happens here. We're going to see what happens, but it's definitely trending. It's looking better than it was. The humidity seems to be getting more suppressed as we get past this week. So hopefully we can see that. Let's go to the temperatures. Take a look and see what the temperatures have for the latest GFS run for us. So tomorrow is going to be the worst day. Tuesday tomorrow is going to be the worst day because we're going to have very little wind, very weak sea breeze. So everybody's going to be in the 90s, upper 90s probably in Toms River, more like low or mid 90s over Long Island. But with those dew points, it's going to feel like it's at least 100. So it's going to be really brutal tomorrow. And then we get into Wednesday. You can see that heat does get suppressed. The effects of the backdoor front definitely seem to be trying to make an impact on Long Island. We have highs in the 80s for the most part, and the 90s are suppressed to the west, especially over New Jersey. And we go into Thursday, and we see a little bit of a return to the heat. Not as bad as Tuesday, but could still be close to 90. North Shore, New York City, and of course New Jersey. And then we go into Friday, and it's a lot cooler with that backdoor front now that has come in. With you can see that we have much cooler temperatures now, only in the 70s, and the same will be for Saturday too, only mid 70s. So it will be very cool, and even as we go into Sunday, look at how cool it gets. Definitely going to start feeling a lot cooler. So this is very encouraging to see. Definitely some good news. Is something we could use here. This summer needs to come to an end. All right, so it's looking like after this week it might be over. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that it might be over. Let's go ahead and look at the clouds. Take a look at the clouds. You can see the clouds here. We'll be dealing with some clouds and haze just because the air is so humid. And there's that front. You can see that front, that backdoor front. But unfortunately, we will be stuck in the clouds. The clearing comes awfully close to us on the weekend. If we were just a little further north and east, we'd have a nice clear day. Definitely Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, maybe even Massachusetts. But I don't think we're going to get into that. We may have to wait till the next week till we finally see some clearing, finally. So we'll have to see what happens with that. That's a long ways off. I want to look at the euro now, and we want to go and we look and change the regions because I want to see what the euro has for Florence. Let's take a look and see. Alright, so I'm going to change this. That's not really what I want to use as far as the views go. As far as the, we'll just change it to, let's see, there aren't that many products at this level. Yeah, let's use this one. Alright, so let's see what the euro is doing with Florence. Alright, there's Florence right here. You can see it. Euro looks like it's curving it out to sea. No, it's not. Now the euro has a much stronger ridge. So this far out, the euro unfortunately has a much stronger ridge. Hopefully the euro is wrong, because we don't want that ridge. We want this coming out to sea, like it's supposed to. That's what's supposed to happen. It's not supposed to hit land. But anyway, I'll keep my eye on it. The last part of this weather update, we'll go to the MODIS. We'll look at the high resolution satellite for the day. Take a look and see what's going on with that. Let me click all these layers here. Alright, you can see clearly let's see if we can get rid of this. Alright, maybe not. Alright, that logo doesn't want to go away. So I'm trying to do this all in one take without breaking it up, because you can see there's Florence. Alright, you can see Florence starting to look a little more healthier now. We'll have to take a look at that, actually, at the hurricane, so you can see. Again, you can see that tropical. See all these popcorn little cumulus clouds? This is all humid air. That's what that all represents. Humid air all across the whole. Look at that beautiful air, though. Oh, if we could get into this. James Bay, Ontario. Look at that beautiful clear air. Yeah, if we could just get into it, that would be awesome. I don't see a lot of smoke here. That's good. That is good. If we can only get into this dry Canadian air, it would be great. This ridge has got to be just knocked down south where it belongs. It doesn't belong here. It needs to be knocked down and pushed back where it belongs. And the last part of this weather update, yes, I'll go to the National Hurricane Center, see what the update is on Florence. Florence is still a tropical storm. It is still a tropical storm, and they still have it going out to sea on this run and staying a tropical storm. They don't have it strengthening. And right now it is a tropical storm, and where are the maximum sustained wind 70 miles an hour, so it is close to strengthening to a hurricane. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. I think they're being a little too conservative. I think this thing is going to become a hurricane within the next couple of days. I really do. But anyway, I'll keep you posted on this and other weather things as we enter, hopefully, the last heat wave of this brutal summer. That's it. Thank you for watching.